And we're live. Sorry to keep you waiting. Give everybody a few minutes to get past the ads. Dang it. I didn't mean to do that. Try that again. All right, so far we've got Built on the Rock Homestead, which Kiri may not be in the chat. She's not feeling well, so prayers for Kiri. Canadian, welcome. All the Things Acres, good to see you. Suburban Hillbilly, Big Dreams, Tiny Budget, prayers for you as well. Michigan Daffodil, Bins Over Acres, Prepper Book Club, Linda W. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Amy is getting her coffee. She'll be here in just a second.
Make it seem like I fixed coffee forever.
How you doing? Good to see you. Where to Begin Homestead. Greta. Hi, Greta. I'm not sure how to say your last name, so I'm just going to say hi, Greta. Suburban Hillbilly says, so far 2023 is telling 2022, oh yeah, hold my beer.
Nah, don't say that.
Oh man, I hope that's not the case. Oh, pronounce the K. Knievel? Did I get it?
A little late and slow.
Oh, Dawn's birthday was on the December 30th. Happy birthday, Dawn. Late, but happy birthday. Oh, I got it. Greta Knievel.
Yeah, see, I don't think I'd have tried that one either.
I'm always so afraid to butcher words and names.
I usually do. When I try, I normally do.
We took down the Christmas decorations today, so it feels different in here.
It feels clean. It better feel clean.
Oh, yeah. Upon taking down Christmas decorations, we deep cleaned the entire room. So, upcoming videos.
Suburban Hillbilly has damage from weather a couple weeks ago.
Oh, no.
I think. Oh, she's in Georgia. I was going to say Texas.
Did any of the... No, we didn't get bad weather here. We didn't get bad weather. In fact, the weather has gotten so much better.
Prepper Book Club, exactly. The house felt empty after we took down our decorations. And yeah, I kept telling him everything. The wall looked naked.
Yeah, so
I had to put pictures back.
Yeah. So upcoming videos, the freeze just destroyed a rabbit watering system made of PVC because I didn't have a way to drain it. So I've got to rebuild that. It's not a huge project, but you know, it's probably something that needs to be done anyway.
Project nonetheless. Yeah.
But it's a project, and we'll be able to talk about, we'll be able to film that and talk about how to do that. So that'll be nice. And then upon trying to turn on, we've got a valve under the house that we just shut off like all the water, the outside water to the shed and all. And instead of trying to drip that too, because that's not going to work out. So anyway, there's the valve. When I went to turn it back on, it started to leak a little bit. Fortunately, though, it doesn't leak in the off position. So for now, we just left it off until I can get the time to see about it. Again, not a big project, but it'll be something that I have to take care of. It's on the honeydew list.
Your list is growing.
My list is growing.
One thing would be teach the ducks to stay off my solar panels.
Oh my goodness. She sent me a picture yesterday morning. I was at work of two ducks, our ducks, Oreo and Cookie, standing on the solar panels.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I went
Oh
out
my
to
goodness,
feed and
no.
headed toward the shed, and I heard a noise behind me. And when I turned around, they're both sitting up there looking at me like, "Hey, you ready to feed?" I was like, "Oh God!" I think ours froze 2 days before we got home from Tennessee.
Oh no.
Oh.
We took a little weekend trip to Alexandria one year. The kids were very young, and Alexandria, Louisiana, is not far. Maybe an hour trip one way.
That's up near Lippy.
And no, it's not that far north. But anyway, um, and we came back to water on the floor in the kitchen, and realized that our fridge went out.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. So we had to replace the fridge. Oh no, was the one that was under warranty with CNC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they replaced our fridge. It was still a pain in the butt. Hey Kelly, welcome.
Reagan's on the phone. Reagan's always on the phone.
We just watched.
We're always at work.
We just watched Reagan's video while we were having dinner, and Reagan is Southern Boy Prepper, in case you don't know. And unfortunately, in Reagan's video, he said that he had 2 more deaths in his family. So definitely prayers for Reagan and Kelly. It's so quiet. I feel like the mood is just soft tonight. Just mellow. It's okay sometimes.
Should
I like
scream
that.
Or something?
No, please don't. Yeah, I could see him being done with all that. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry for you guys. Scream at me, do it, Kelly says. I did struggle this week, and I've come.
I'm sorry, Anne Marie.
We love you, Anne Marie. Jeff Landry for governor. Well, I kind of like that idea.
I'm not opposed.
Ooh, sushi for dinner. I like sushi. Happy New Year, Wendy. Good to see you.
Wendy always comes in when I have some. She's like a waitress, you know.
And there's
always comes
Emma.
to the
Hola.
table when I've got something in my mouth, so I can't say anything. But hello, Wendy.
Odessa, welcome.
Oh.
Better make some elderberry syrup.
Yeah,
Odessa's
I
in the
know.
chat.
I know. That's the first thing I thought of. Is, do I have any in the fridge already made? Oh, what was the other thing I was gonna say?
I was gonna say something too, and now it's gone. Oh, yeah. I've come to the realization over this past week that I am very much an empath. I don't necessarily like that. Shocking news, because of my training, I guess, shocking news doesn't shock me. It's over the next few days of processing it that I start having issues. And when I lose a friend, this past week, or well, it was
2 weeks.
almost 2 weeks, a week and a half ago that we lost Sean, North Shore Preparedness. And just this past week has been really tough on me in my mind. And it's just the stuff, it weighs on my mind. I tend to like mull over my own mortality when we lose someone. And it's not good because it's a mood that I have trouble breaking. Yeah. But we did get to see for New Year's, we went to your parents' house, to Amy's parents' house.
Yep.
And we had some good gumbo because her daddy can cook some gumbo. Oh my goodness.
That was pretty good.
Top-notch gumbo. And we got to see quite a few of the extended family. It was nice. Cheyenne was there. Abby was there for a little while. I say Abby like she doesn't live here, but Abby stays so busy it's hard to see her sometimes. He will be missed indeed. Oh, I'm sorry that you found out that way by you, Dawn. Yeah, he passed away on Christmas Eve.
That was a pretty rough blow.
Well, they they didn't alert the YouTube community until Monday,
Yeah.
so the day after Christmas.
The freeze.
The
We
freeze was
had-
tough.
What was it? 16 degrees.
And I know Michigan Daffodil's probably going to.
Oh, I know, I know. But it was below freezing for I think what 36 hours, which is not no abnormal for our area. And all of our plants, all of our fall garden is done. And what the freeze didn't get, the ducks took care of the rest. So
the ducks had some cabbage salad.
yeah, cabbage and broccoli, and the kale is kind of still there. Not really. It's struggling really bad.
We can go buy 2 of everything in memory of him. Yeah, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Yeah, right. We were focused on. Hey, Gil, minus 28. No, thank you. You can keep that mess.
Mm-mm.
So we focused on plants. I mean, we focused on animals and pipes.
Yeah.
And the plants, we just kind of, it is what it is, you know.
The strawberries are still alive, so
The strawberries are alive. The society garlic is still alive. The mullein looks unfazed.
yeah, except for the part the duck ate.
Hey, there's Reagan. Welcome, Reagan.
But,
our prayers are with you and your family.
Yeah, see, I don't like the really cold temperatures. Not at all. Not at all. No, we didn't have any ice on the ground or anything like that. It was just cold.
We had like frost.
Well, yeah,
like,
but I'm talking about like on roads and
right, because there was no precipitation, so that was a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's warmed up here pretty good. It's 60 right now. We had a front come through yesterday. Day before yesterday. We were supposed to get heavy winds and severe thunderstorms, and we were supposed to be under like tornado warnings and watches and all that.
Autumn, welcome.
I think it sprinkled twice.
Yeah, a whole lot.
We did have some wind. The wind was pretty heavy and gusty, but nothing damaging. So that was truly a blessing. I know Lippy and them were out of power.
Hey, there's Graham and Karen.
For a good while.
Lippy was.
Yeah.
We did. It was a pretty sunny day. By the way, our if you don't know, our solar system is up and running.
Yep.
It was
Anne Marie got it.
Like a day after we got it installed, or like totally programmed and everything, and fully commissioned. It was a pretty sunny day. In the middle of the day, Amy and I were playing video games, and the TV did like this little soft reset. It just like the picture blinked for like a split second, and I was like, "Well, that was weird. What was that?" And
I got a text message.
Yeah,
from my solar system.
She got a text message saying that we were off grid. So we lost grid power, but it switched over to the batteries so fast we barely. If we hadn't been watching TV, or if the TV hadn't been on, we would have not noticed at all. So it was really nice.
Well, there was once in the middle of the night that it went off. The grid went down for about 10-12 minutes. And I asked Abby about it the next morning because she had your box fan.
Oh, buffering? That's weird.
And
Hang on, Princess. Welcome.
She had the big box fan in her room that night. One of the first nights of your week off.
Yeah.
I think. It was like right after we got the system commissioned. And I got alerts on my phone when I woke up. I saw it on there. that the grid had gone down and then the grid came back up like 12 minutes later, and there was no disruption in anything.
We've been doing pretty good with it as far as production. Even when it's really overcast and the sun, I guess you could call it indirect sunlight. It's not. It's more of an ambient light, and we're still producing some.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have. And even with the shorter winter days that we have right now, if we get sunny days like we've had today and yesterday, then we fully charge the batteries and crank out some power back to the grid at the same time.
After what we're using, yeah.
So it's really nice. It's working out really good. And after we've still got a couple little bumps and kinks to work out, but once we're fully up and running, I'll give it about a month, and then we'll be able to start sharing a referral code for those who are interested in the system.
Mm-hmm. It's not a code; it's just a phone number.
It's a link.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
From
Greenlight?
No.
Not that?
No.
Okay. Whatever the case. We will be able to refer. Lucy, my Crooked Little Homestead, welcome. We got your Christmas card, by the way, but all of our decorations are down, so we can't display it. But thank you very much for sending us a Christmas card. Who else did we get?
Oh, don't even ask me.
Bunch.
Yeah, I know Southern
If
Blast
you send us
because
a
there's a
Christmas
magnet.
card, thank you very much.
We're
not. That's not something.
Remembering them all.
That's not something that we really do, to send out snail mail Christmas cards. But we do appreciate receiving them. So
Wendy sent me one.
Wendy did, yeah.
Wendy
and
Hardnight.
Tom. Yes. We sure did, Wendy. Yes.
I knew hers was up there. Brandon and Tara sent one.
We got one from Nanny Joyce.
Yep.
That's Mr. Buddy's mom.
I'm gonna miss somebody though. I know I will, because there was a bunch of them up there.
I know, yeah, there was a lot, several. So if we missed you, sorry, but we do appreciate you sending those cards.
I enjoyed opening them and reading. Nanny Joyce sent a long handwritten
Nanny
card.
Joyce wrote a novel.
Yeah, it was cute though. I enjoyed it. It was sweet.
Went to Cabela's yesterday and only bought a shirt and socks. We don't have a Cabela's near us, so I can't. We have Academy and Dick's.
I think Cabela's is similar to Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
Like huge wise.
Yeah, I don't know that I could walk out of there with just a shirt and socks. Buying a shirt and socks, not wearing.
Wow. It's 4 days.
Temperatures in the positives.
Oh.
Oh, Cabela's and Bass Pro are owned by the same people. I didn't know that. Yeah, and like I said, we have Academy and we have Dick's. And I much prefer Academy because Dick's has come out being anti-Second Amendment.
Yeah, go figure. But the Bass Pro Shop that we have is near Baton Rouge.
On the other side of Baton Rouge.
So it's a good 2.5 hours from here. Hammond.
No, it's not that far. It's in between. Just east of Baton Rouge.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's gonna bug me.
Yeah, we don't go to Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't like that store.
Plus, anyway. It's connected to the mall.
Yeah.
And I don't much care for the mall either. So. I gotta look. It's gonna bug me.
What?
The name of the place.
Oh Lord. Is it gross?
Denham Springs. Denham Springs.
Okay.
What?
Boycott Tractor Supply or a lot of big box stores. I don't because right now we're getting feed cheaper at Tractor Supply than
Tractor
we are
Supply,
at the
because
local feed stores.
Tractor Supply can give us the feeds at so much cheaper. They've got us by the croissants. But I prefer
Definitely
when
understand, Kelly. Y'all have a great night.
when we can afford it. Much prefer just to support locally owned
Boycott most
businesses.
stores, right? I try not to go to the store if at all possible. And someone was talking about chicken feed issues from Tractor Supply. Oh boy.
Well, the only mill we have near us is a rice mill, and they make finished rice, raw rice, like you would eat,
Yeah.
which is it's shelled, and the hulls are not really. Our chickens don't eat them, but even still, this particular rice mill ships, or not ships, but they send all the rice hulls next door to be burned to produce electricity. So that's like a good way of recycling. I love that. Heirloom permaculture, welcome.
I'm a
How's
weird
life in
woman who
Oklahoma?
actually hates shopping anywhere. I don't normally like shopping either unless I have to, unless there's something I really want to buy. Like it's something I'm looking forward to, then that's a different story. But
Butchered a turkey weighing between 25 and 30 pounds for Christmas dinner. Ooh, nice.
that's pretty awesome.
We've got 3 rabbits that we need to process.
Mm-hmm. Not we. That's a you job.
I do the outside part of it, and then you take it from there. So yeah, that's you too. Don't act like you don't help. Pathways, welcome. Work. Taking down the tunnel. Oh, is that a permanent thing? Taking down the tunnel? That reminds me of a conversation that Amy and I had today about like New Year's, like the time right after
I
Christmas.
thought we were talking about a tunnel.
No,
I
no.
was trying to figure out what conversation we had
So
about a tunnel.
the time right after Christmas seems like every year we just seem to fall into the routine of just kind of reassessing life, reassessing our lifestyle. And so it's time for us to just kind of look at things and expand on things that are working, like the chickens and the rabbits, and phase out things that aren't working. Like we've let go of the bees. We still have the bee equipment to sell, and just to try to simplify life, because that was our original goal with this lifestyle. Anyway, can somebody take care of that troll, please? I don't know.
Oh, and it's gone.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
I just barely clicked on it and it was done.
Yeah, John took care of it for us. So yeah, just to try to simplify as much as we can. Marshmallow Man, welcome.
The date salesman.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, I couldn't get it fast enough, and like I should. But in my defense, after sitting here a little while, the mouse turns itself off. So I've got to click it a couple of times to get it to come back on, and it takes a minute. It's kind of old.
I think we've kind of gotten to a point where we've just gotten into some old routines, I guess. So we're eating out at restaurants a little too often, a lot too often. Just staying too busy, and
we need to reevaluate, and
decluttering. Yeah.
Yep.
We were looking at the stand-up freezer today, and there's a lot of freezer burnt stuff in there that we need to probably just get rid of.
Well,
so that we can.
Some of that's going to go to.
So that we can refill the freezer with things that we'll eat.
I know, but some of that freezer burnt chicken and stuff, since I'm not making dog food right now for Chloe because she won't eat it. I have a friend that has 2 Great Pyrenees that she's cooking for her dogs all the time, so I can put that aside for her, and she can use some of that freezer burnt meat to cook it down if it's not terrible, you know. Um, that's one thing we haven't really focused a whole lot on is a greenhouse because it gets there's such a short time that we would need it.
Appreciate it, Gil. Uh, yeah, I was of the camp that we were not going to get a greenhouse because we didn't really need it. And then Amy made some good points that we should have a small one that we can kind of just expand the season just that little bit, and it's really done us well. That
The little
little
bitty one,
cheap,
yes, but I
yeah.
don't think we need a permanent greenhouse here because it's just
Oh no, we would
it's unusable.
we would totally just fry plants with a greenhouse here.
That'd be one way to fry the weeds and the just close it all up and let it barbecue itself. um, Great Pyrenees, yeah.
Miramar? Is it Miramar? Is that how you say it?
Um,
Yeah, a shade cloth would probably do us good. But at the same time, I really want to try to go with, and that's part of the reason why we didn't bother covering plants for the freeze. I want to try to work with nature as much as possible. So things that are just things that are native here or things that thrive in our climate, I'd like to stick to those things where
well,
we don't have
yeah.
so much work to do in the garden because that way we can still kind of diversify some, and it's not that big a
We're
deal.
gonna have some plants that aren't natives though. Vegetable plants and stuff like that are not native. Um,
Keeping the tunnel, but the girls are too exposed. Where it's oh, gotcha. I understand.
Get a cabin in the Caribbean and go tend your garden there for the winter.
Things like the
Don't tempt me.
Malabar spinach. The green Malabar spinach is doing amazing here. Every year it's reseeding itself.
I did collect
We're
some
on
seed
like the
every
third
year.
or fourth year now.
I collected, I think, probably 15 seeds. I don't need much because I harvested a ton of seeds the first year, and they're little tiny when they dry. They're really super tiny. So I thought, well, I don't even know if these things are going to come up, and I just threw a handful into a little bitty pot of potting soil, and there was like, I swear, 300 plants that came up in that thing, and most of them survived. So yeah,
We've got these couple loquat trees, Japanese plum.
those came from Lippy
Two names.
in the
same
mail.
plant.
How they survived the mail, I don't know because they looked pretty rough when they got here, but they're doing pretty well. And from what I understand, they're pretty fast growing trees. So those are going to go in the spring.
Cajun milk cows. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, Michigan daffodil. The parsley is still green. It is struggling a little tiny bit, but I think it's the drastic weather changes because it went from 16 to what 76 yesterday as our high, and then today was a little bit cooler, and I think tonight's going to be back down in the 40s. So
Anne Marie's asking if we have fruit trees and which are your favorite. Obviously elderberry, and they're native. We do still have one apple and a blueberry that are in the ground. We'll see how they're doing after the winter. And we've got two more
the
blueberries
apples should do fine.
that we bought last spring.
They're not looking so great.
No.
But it is dormant time, so
the reason why they're not in the ground yet is because spring didn't last very long last year. It went to summer very, very quickly. And it got away from us, and we were afraid that if we would plant those in the ground with it being so hot, we would just lose them.
Well, it was hot and dry, and we were struggling with a drought. So, pine needles to mulch the blueberries. We do not. We have to purchase or go find them because we don't have pine trees.
I did pick up. I worked overtime at a different fire station one day a few months ago, and I picked up some pine cones that seemed. Some of them had some. Excuse me. Pine nuts in them. So we're gonna see. We're gonna scatter them about.
I planted some in some pots.
See if we can get some pine started here on the property.
That's not looking so good.
We have a rat problem still in our shed.
Yeah.
I guess what we really need is an outdoor cat, but then every garden is a litter box thing.
Well, then we might not have outdoor ducks either.
Well, after them standing on the freaking solar panels, we may not.
Oh yeah, but
that'll serve them right.
I'm not allowed to harm them. Wait, I have wild rabbits come through the backyard cottontails. Puts out carrots. I'm not allowed to harm them or have to move. Cats don't go after ducks or chicken. Well,
I didn't think so.
My luck, I'd get the broken one.
The broken. Okay.
Oh wow. I'm redoing the back of my barn. I'm being gifted breeding pairs of different breeds of chickens and extra cages. That's awesome. We have wild rabbits all over the place. And one of those suckers, I swear, weighs probably about 14, 15 pounds. He or she may become stew if I can get it. Outdoor cats bring squirrels to the door. That wouldn't be a problem. Around here, he'd probably eat that too. Depending on what shape it's in. Cats go after the wild rabbits. Wow. I know there's a few outdoor cats around here, but that's my biggest issue with getting an outdoor cat. If somebody else has one, then they're going to start fighting, and it's going to be cat wars all night long, the screeching and hollering, and I can't handle that. My nerves cannot take that.
Dawn says, got 5 seeds rare from M.I. Gardener for you.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, Dawn. That's cool.
That's awesome. Oh, now you got my brain trying to guess.
All right, so let's talk about this.
Oh, my little worms. They look like worms. They really do. And you take horrible pictures, by the way. Ignore the dish drain and all the clutter on the counter. I was just trying to work.
It's almost like somebody lives here. God. Better homes and gardens. This is our house.
Cocoons. My neighbor cat attacked him.
It is turmeric.
Oh, wow. It is turmeric.
This was our second year. She planted 3 of what.
No, I planted 6 and 3 came up.
Well, we harvested off the 3 plants.
Yeah, and one of them, the harvest was pretty small on one. The other 2 were quite a bit bigger. So when I pulled up that first one, I was kind of concerned, but the second, the third one seemed to be pretty well, and that it doesn't really look like a lot of turmeric. And I thought, it's not going to make, because large amounts of things make small amounts of powder. If that makes any sense to those of you who dehydrate. I was thinking, dehydrating it, it's going to shrink it down to almost nothing. I'm going to get, I'll get a little bit of powder, but not a whole heck of a lot. And I was really impressed. I spent a while yesterday. I sliced them super thin, trying not to mutilate my fingers. Lesson learned, use gloves when dealing with turmeric because everything that touched it is yellow, including my fingers. They're still, after bleaching the cutting board, it kind of helped. And but it's most of it's worn off today, but there's still a little tint of yellow on my hands. But we've got two two pretty full jars of turmeric powder, and one that's a little more than half, I would say.
There you
So
go. On screen now.
I was pretty impressed with it. Look like giant monster weevils. My neighbor shoots. Mm. I get them 1 year for roots. I bought. Yes, you can get them at an Asian grocery store, and they will grow. Sometimes, like your big box stores will have them, but they're sprayed with a growth inhibitor, so they won't grow. But I tell you now, oh, I was supposed to do that. I'm gonna get that to you, Anne-Marie. Dang it.
Yeah, so we
I knew there was something I was supposed to do.
we started.
The turmeric you buy from the store has a slight smell. This stuff, when dehydrating, it smelled like dirt. It's really earthy, is what they say. My whole room smelled like dirt, but it is. It's pretty strong compared to the store bought. It's got some potency to it.
Turmeric is a variety of ginger.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was pretty interesting. But the way we got started with the plants is we found when we went to the urban naturalist in Lafayette, Louisiana, he had some plants and we picked up 2 of those.
So it's like beets. Yeah. Kind of earthy. Kind of smells like dirt. It does. I don't know. It's got a real dirt smell to it. If that makes any sense at all. But we've got enough to share. I've got 3 more tubers in the fridge that I held on to that we're going to probably share with our oldest daughter, Cheyenne.
Turmeric is an antiviral and anti-inflammatory. Yes, it is, and that's why we add it to our elderberry syrup.
Well, I added it to the rice and gravy tonight too.
Turmeric will turn everything yellow. That's what turmeric is. What makes mustard yellow.
Yep. But turmeric is good. Beets taste like dirt. Yes, yes. Turmeric is good. And then yes, beets taste like dirt. Everybody says beets have an earthy flavor. I can't get over the dirt flavor of them. It tastes like a kid eating a mud pie or something. It's just I can't get past it. I don't know. I have texture issues though, and like I can't eat yogurt. Regular yogurt, I can't get past it's the texture of sour milk. I can't do it. By next year, if all goes as planned, by this time next year, I should have enough turmeric to share. The turmeric roots. Because I mean, this small amount came off of 3 plants. I planted, what did I say, 13 more?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got a few more roots that I've got set aside that I can go ahead and put in some pots and try to get those started. So I may go ahead and try to do that just to have some plants to share.
You know, talking about that texture, the texture of yogurt and Greek yogurt. That's when I was a kid. That's why I couldn't eat tapioca.
Oh, that's the.
It's chunky.
It's weird.
It is.
The texture is weird.
I've never tried it again. I tried it once as a child and never tried it again.
It's like cottage cheese.
See,
it's like chunky and slimy.
I would like to give cottage cheese another try. Well, a try. I've never tried it.
You can have it.
I've always been like standoffish to cottage cheese.
It's watery chunks. That's what it looks like, and it drives me nuts.
Since you put it that way. Ugh.
There's another cottage cheese. I like cottage cheese, but only with fruit on it. I don't know. I don't know if I can get over the texture and the look of it.
Oh,
Just,
Tinker's wife. Almost missed you there. Welcome.
Hi, Miss Patty. How are you feeling? Any better? Hopefully better. I haven't been on Facebook much, but Michigan Daffodil keeps me posted on.
We do have
most of what's going
some
on.
some really good viewer friends because you guys keep us posted.
Yeah.
If we are missing something, there was 2 of you reached out to us at the same time to let us know about Sean's passing. So we really appreciate you guys.
Have you ever tried salmon eggs? No, I'll eat salmon all day, every day. That is like my favorite food.
You may have. I don't know what type of roe is on the sushi that we have.
No, that's artificial stuff. I guarantee. I bet.
Shut your mouth.
That's cheapy stuff. That is not. I guarantee.
How do you fake a fish egg?
I don't know, but
it's actually cake sprinkles. I don't know, but it's not caviar, that's for sure. There's no way they would put that on sushi. Plastic fish eggs, yeah, I doubt it.
I don't know that they're like high dollar. I wouldn't think salmon for something like that. You know what I'm saying? Salmon is one of those high dollar fish.
Yeah, it's probably some cheapo fish.
I don't know,
eggs.
But Abby is working at my favorite place now. She got a second job and she's working at O'Charlie's, which is where I love to go for the Cedar Flake salmon.
Are you guys from? Do you have O'Charlie's where you are? I love that place.
Awesome. Glad to know that she made it safe, Patty.
Abby told us that there's only two O'Charlie's locations in Louisiana. The one here in Lake Charles and
no, it's one location in Lake Charles in Louisiana now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. They used to have one in Lafayette, but they closed it.
Okay. They do have great bread.
Oh, they have.
I love the Louisiana sirloin. It's got an herb butter on top of the steak, and
it's marinated in Cajun seasonings like overnight, and then when they just finish cooking it, and it's like piping hot, they put this little dollop of herb butter on top, and it melts over. Oh, it is fantastic. I remember my uncle squeezing the eggs out of fish when I was a kid. Never tried it, never. Yeah, see, that's not something I want to do. O'Charlie's is the best. Okay, so Grammy Karen has heard of O'Charlie's, so maybe they have one up there. Michigan Daffodil said no O'Charlie's anywhere I've been.
I'm gonna share this. I just looked it up.
Big Dream says she's never heard of O'Charlie's. What are you sharing?
This
we have an O'Charlie's in the STL area.
Look at that.
Yeah, one in Jackson, Tennessee, where I went to college. So there's one in Tennessee. Oh, that is my favorite meal.
Doesn't that look good?
Minus the rice. I usually get a baked potato instead of the rice, which is not as good for me, but the rest of the meal is healthy. My grandma used to bread and fry fish eggs. You can fry fish eggs? Christine Beadle, welcome.
Welcome, Christine.
Thank you for that. She is now a gold member.
What? Appreciate you.
See, if I'm gonna spend money on going out to eat, that's gonna be it. Right there. And I love going with Brett because he gets the Louisiana
Okay,
sirloin.
we're gonna switch to
And
Louisiana sirloin.
I get the cedar plank salmon. And of course, we get to share each other's meal. So it's the best of both worlds.
I don't know which
Pan
one.
fried.
There it is.
How do you? Oh, Anne Marie said yellow
Look
making
at
me
that.
hungry.
Oh, look at it. Just
See, and the cedar plank salmon is with it.
Oh yeah, it sure is. That Louisiana sirloin, you got to get it either medium or medium rare. Anything over that is ruined. Oh, it's so good. And that's a dollop of herb butter on top. Oh,
we're trying not to eat out as much, and this is not helping.
This is not helping. Allison, welcome.
Hey, Allison. She says, sorry, I'm late. Well, I was late too, so.
That's all right. You're only late if you show up.
St. Louis, okay. Okay, how far of a drive is it for me to go to Charlie's? I'm on my way. Well, how long does it take you to get to here?
Lake Charles, Louisiana. Favorite restaurant is called Papa Dough.
I've heard of that.
We used to have a Papa Do's in Lake Charles, I want to say. I wonder if it's the same thing. We went to Lafayette, which is about
anywhere we go
drive.
In Lafayette is about an hour.
Lippy's putting up ground pork with Buddy. Okay, cool. I'm just messing. I'm just kidding. But we went to Lafayette. Last time we went to Lafayette, we went to Applebee's because Lake Charles doesn't have an Applebee's.
I don't think I had ever eaten at an Applebee's. Not that I could remember, but it was really good too.
No, I'm pretty sure we did when we went to Conroe that time.
I don't think so. I think we went to go, and I don't know if it was open or if we didn't get to for whatever reason.
Either of us could be right or wrong. It's been so long ago.
I have no idea. Applebee's in California was disgusting.
IHOP around here is terrible.
Yeah. I'm eating out for tomorrow and Saturday, not sure what yet. Probably fast food, though. I could use a good meal out, not the usual fast food. We try not to eat out too much, but when we do, it's a restaurant. I try to stay away from the McDonald's and the Burger King and those kinds of, the burger's going to be like just sitting and molding somewhere.
We do have
not even molding. It's
we do have a favorite. It's LA Star, which is a Chinese buffet in Lake Charles. And in fact, the last time we went was sometime this past week. And the waitress that we have fallen in love with, we always try to sit in her area.
Mm-hmm.
She finally introduced.
Her name is Sunny.
She told us her name. It's Sunny. And there is some language troubles there. Like obviously English is her second language, but
super friendly,
so friendly and so patient when trying to understand one another. And she gave us a calendar.
You want me to go get it?
Yeah, go get it. That'd be cool. And
notice I have to go get it.
So anyway, that was really cool. And another, some of our other favorites is.
And we were able to bless her pretty well.
Yeah. We blessed her with a sizable tip. So now that I've had authentic Chinese food, I can hardly eat the Americanized stuff. That would probably be the case for us too. But I just love this place. Anyway, Sunny gave us this calendar, which is really cool. It's
really pretty. I like it.
I love the artwork. And then not every month you tear off the pages, but it looks like it came from an Asian grocery store. But there's it's really cool. Apparently,
there's a lot of information on it.
Apparently 2023 is the year of the rabbit. I know that in Chinese culture.
And it's like embossed. It's textured. So I don't know. It's weird.
And no, I was saying La Rumba is a Mexican food chain that is actually owned and ran by Latin people. So really, really delicious. My favorite is the what is it?
I don't know. It's a
La
ginormous.
Rumba burrito.
Ginormous.
It's pork and rice and cheese, and
a lot of it.
It's full of love. It's great.
It hurts me to watch him eat it all.
There's a dim sum place here. They serve pigeon feet. Oh no. Oh, Chinese New Year is January 22nd. Interesting. I didn't. Yeah, there it is. Lunar New Year's Day on this calendar is what it says.
Huh.
But there's a lot of stuff here in.
It's written in Chinese.
Written in Chinese.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to use a translation app to try to figure it out. Nanny Joyce said there's an O'Charlie's in Lafayette and 2 in Monroe.
Really?
The O'Charlie's in Lafayette is now closed. I know that for sure.
Welcome, Nanny Joyce. This is the first time I saw you here in the chat, so I'm going to say
I don't know
welcome.
about the 2 in Monroe.
Just because there's Hispanics in the kitchen, it doesn't make it authentic. Most places serve Americanized.
Because that's what it sells, yeah.
Okay. Here I am pretending like I know something. Emma says, "Shut your mouth."
That's the story of your life.
But if there's anybody that I trust on, that culture, it's Emma. So
Canadian said I was in San Antonio on the Riverwalk and had a great burrito at a place I think was called Rio. I have been to San Antonio and I've been to the Riverwalk. I don't think I've ever had a burrito there because I'm not a big burrito eater. But man, that's a beautiful place.
Where?
The Riverwalk in San Antonio.
Never been.
We will go.
We need to go.
I know.
But if you see the women in the kitchen, especially grandmas cooking, oh yeah, that makes sense. Because
that's why the little Mexican place in Jennings is so much better than the La Rumba.
Los Tres Potrillos. Mm-hmm. How'd I do, Emma?
That's why I didn't try. But they are authentic Mexican.
Most burritos made in the U.S. are Americanized. I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that being true.
The Riverwalk is cool. The Riverwalk is beautiful. Now, it's been years since I've been. I think I was 14, 15. Somewhere around there.
No, it was just a few years ago. In fact, it was the Christmas right before COVID started. So Christmas 2019, we went to Galveston. That was cool.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun.
Riverwalk and a boat ride. That's awesome.
In fact, we do have a video from when we went to Galveston.
Do we? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, that was
a
good time. We went with Amy's side of the family, so there was a bunch of us there.
Yeah, there's what, 15?
I don't remember how many
were
present then.
Canadian said I made it in Texas in March or April. What part of Texas?
Cool. We're like an hour, not even an hour.
It depends.
From the edge of Texas.
Right. But it depends on what part of Texas he's going to. I'm jealous of you who have been to San Antonio. I would love to see a game in the boat, the Riverwalk. San Antonio is beautiful. I got to go see the Alamo and the Riverwalk, and I was a teenager. This was a trip that my parents planned, but oh man, I loved it. It really. We went to SeaWorld. Also,
Palestine, Texas is 4 hours from us.
That's really not that bad when you consider
compared to where you are now.
Compared to Canada. Even in Southern California, Mexican American owned places, the breeder. Well, yeah, everything else, everything is what sells.
Well, I mean, sure, that's just a good business model. Where to begin homestead says got to run, catch another live. See y'all next week. Right on. Thank you
Have a
for
great
joining us.
week.
Next week will be on Wednesday, by the way.
I don't remember a cactus behind the Alamo. But then again, it's
But I bet
been.
you remember the Alamo.
Shut up. God.
I've never been to the Alamo. There's a lot of things that I would love to see. Alamo being one of them. I've always
Well,
wanted to
we
see.
happen to know someone that lives in the San Antonio area.
I know.
I'm still here trying to get work done. Reagan, we know you always working. You don't even have time for a cup of coffee no more.
I've always wanted to see the St. Louis Arch. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's something I want to go see. My parents went there on their honeymoon.
I've never been to Florida. I'd like to go to at least the panhandle of Florida.
Oh, Big Dream says she'll be headed to San Antonio sometime this year. Well, reach out to Kate because she's in the San Antonio area. She could tell you where all the good places to go are.
The Arch is only 2 hours from Sonny's place.
Oh man.
And see, that's the great thing about meeting people through YouTube is pretty much wherever I would want to travel to,
we'd be able to see somebody.
We get to meet somebody. That would be cool.
I had a puzzle that my mom got
capital.
when they went of the Arch, and I loved doing that puzzle over and over and over when I was a kid, and I just always wanted to go. San Antonio was hot.
So tell us in the chat, what is your favorite attraction that is near to you?
Oh, what would be ours?
If I had to say, like, Galveston was pretty awesome, and Kemah is not far from Galveston. We didn't go to Kemah; we passed by. Kemah has an amazing boardwalk.
That's really not super.
That's not super close to us.
Lake Charles doesn't have much of anything.
Lake Charles has. If you want to see hurricane damage, casinos. That's what Lake Charles is famous for. Casinos, drinking.
Oh, Allison said, I remember when you went to Galveston. I wish I had known before because my daughter was a biologist for Moody Tropical Forest.
Yeah, I remember her telling us that.
Oh, that's awesome. That place is incredible, even in the wintertime.
We did go to Moody Gardens.
Yeah. We went to that ice museum. Now, that was frigid. Why anybody would ever want to go to do that, I don't know. It was 9 degrees in that place. 9.
Redwoods and Victorian architecture, Humboldt County. No, I did enjoy.
That would be beautiful.
I did enjoy, but that's probably not going to be for everybody. But the Cajun Heritage Museum.
Yeah.
And
that was pretty awesome.
Was it Evangeline? The area, the park where we went in a recent video. That's in St. Martinville, Louisiana. That was a really cool experience. The state capital of Louisiana in Baton Rouge.
Mm-hmm.
It's the tallest state capitol building of the 50 states.
I guess it would be better if we had a better governor.
You can still see the bullet holes from when
yeah.
Huey P. Long was assassinated. In the walls, not in the person.
Lake Michigan lighthouses. Oh, man. That would be freaking great. Saw the arch on my way home from Cersei. Oh, that's crazy. Natchitoches. That's somewhere I've never been.
Bet you didn't know that was pronounced Natchitoches.
Sorry.
Because we're in Louisiana, we do what we want.
Galveston is our go-to spot. Hello,
There you
Joe.
Hey,
I want to see all the lighthouses on the East Coast. Also, all the old covered bridges. Yeah.
I like old heritage, history, that type stuff. And there are some places in Louisiana that I've been to.
Well, I like Lorraine Bridge for that reason.
Yeah,
The heritage.
that's a nice little bayou spot near us, very near us.
No place to go. I don't travel if I don't have to. Yeah.
I don't like to travel, but I do want to see some stuff. Life is short. I want to see some stuff.
Well, I do want to travel a little bit, but not for long periods of time. Because I am a homebody. I do like to be home.
I know that. It's like pulling teeth.
Sorry.
She didn't want to go to that Cajun thing that we went to, that Cajun heritage
I really
stuff.
didn't.
She didn't want to go. But when
Boston
I
and
told you,
Pennsylvania,
when I
yeah.
told her what a big deal it was to me to go do that,
I caved.
she did.
And then I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah.
There's so many places that like
to break the threshold of the front door. That's her issue.
No, it's not. It's just so many of those places are just like fake. They don't seem real. That place, the heritage was real. Like you could feel it.
If you like history, go to Boston and Pennsylvania. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I bet.
Big Island, Hawaii. Oh, I don't know if I could be on an airplane for that long.
You know, there's
The people here are an attraction all of their own where I live.
there's a guy
That's Allison. She's in New York.
There's a guy that is a fellow firefighter in Lake Charles, and he's a native of Hawaii. And the strangest thing that he has told me about Hawaii is that they lock up their spam because it's a delicacy there, and it's a big deal, and it's
He
expensive.
could make a killing.
Right?
Because you can buy that stuff dirt cheap. You could ship it to Hawaii like in bulk.
Oh, before we get too far along, soon, within the next week or two, certainly within the next week or two, we will be putting out a video displaying all of the things that we have for our giveaway, and the giveaway will be on our live stream on January 19th. That's 2 weeks from tonight. We have at least 14, 15
somewhere around there
items to give away.
I didn't count.
Many of those have been sent in by viewers, by you guys, to include.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone will get props for sending that stuff in. But we will do a video ahead of time displaying all the items and talking about the rules.
Oh, we're gonna display everything on that video. It's gonna be a long video.
Show.
We'll see.
It's not gonna be that bad.
We'll see.
I like Spain.
Ugh. Switzerland. Oh, that place is. I guarantee it's beautiful. I've seen so many pictures.
Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
See, I get Switzerland and Sweden mixed up.
I could be thinking of the wrong one. See, now you done messed me up. But like just traveling outside of the U.S. would be cool in a way. But I'm always the one that's like, I'm so scared they're not gonna let me back in. They'd be like, no, we got rid of you. No. Greasy, salty, exactly.
The Matterhorn at Disneyland.
I've never been to Disneyland.
I don't want to.
I don't have the urge to go.
If you like old heritage, our family farm is now a museum. What?
Wow.
My dad's side of the family settled here in 1640.
That's incredible, Allison.
That is cool. My great-great-grandfather's home that he built is on display in Port Neches, Texas. It's been refurbished and turned into like a little museum area. Mm-hmm. And I think that is so awesome.
I'm trying to think of the things that we could do around here. I know you can hold a baby alligator at the park.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're into things that can grow up and eat you.
Trying to think of what else. Oh, we went to Global Wildlife.
Wildlife.
That's an incredible place.
What's the full name of that thing? Global Wildlife
Refuge.
Refuge? Yeah. That's cool. That's east of Baton Rouge in Folsom, Louisiana.
Swan House in Atlanta.
We did a video on that place too. That was really cool.
We know some people
on the thumbnail
around the Atlanta area
for the Global Wildlife video of ours. On the thumbnail is Abby feeding a giraffe out of her hand.
Oh, that place is incredible because it's over 600 acres, I think it is. But the whole thing is fenced in, one big fence. Okay.
It's like a reverse zoo. The animals run free and you're in a vehicle.
Yeah. And you can feed them. We got chased by ostriches and
Abby did not
licked by cows.
Abby didn't like the birds.
No.
The big birds, the emus.
Yeah, but ostrich. Okay, Abby is scared of a chicken. She will not go throw the compost because we put the compost in the chicken yard.
She didn't like that at all. Your mom almost got licked in the face by a cow.
We all almost got licked in the face by a cow. That was not cool.
Saw France from the Switzerland side. It's like until the lion came and sat on our car. Oh wow! No, well this one you don't drive your own vehicle through.
Well, it's a tractor. It's like a little trailer pulled by a tractor.
Well, the one we did was it was a private tour.
Right, we did a private tour. They have the back of the Jeep is open, and I think it fit 8-10 people in the back. It's kind of like a covered pickup truck.
Spindle top.
But they don't have like fierce animals. They don't have lions and things like that. It's a lot of deer and zebra, giraffe. They had kangaroos, ostrich.
Lots of different types.
What was the cow? It was the cow from Chick-fil-A. It was the Chick-fil-A cow.
The Chick-fil-A cow. Eat more chicken, you know that one.
So yeah, big slobbery cow. Ugh, it was gross.
Just got back from Europe. Nice.
I don't know what kind of cow it was, but it drooled all over the place. Like it was trying to lick us, trying to get to those big cups of corn.
It's in the video, big old black and white cow.
Big, ugh. I don't even want to think about it. It gives me the chills. Like, I don't think my fat self has ever moved so fast in my life. That cow stuck his head in the window between me and my mom, and that tongue.
You grab it by the tongue and go put that in a taco.
I ain't eating that anyway. Gross. That I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know. I hope not. That's so overplayed, and yeah.
Yeah, see, that's my fear too, is, getting trapped and they won't let me come back into the country.
Find an island and start our own civilization. I would last 2 hours. Let's be honest.
Oh, we could do it. It would not be pleasant and we would probably hate each other after 2 days, but we could do it.
Wife's family still owns land in the mountains in southern Italy. That's cool.
Wow. That's pretty incredible. We have to get with
Oh,
Aunt Edna.
Klingon princess says no jab required to fly
Right.
several times in the past couple of years. That's good to know. Thank you for that info.
Yeah, see, I'm not even trying to pronounce that either. Go ahead, Brett.
Nope. Also flown from Missouri to DC, and it wasn't required. Okay.
See, that's somewhere I would not want to go.
Uh,
I'd like to see the monuments and stuff in Washington D.C., but I don't want to be anywhere near those political crap.
no, I'd be too tempted to be slapping people.
I'd be punching people. Slapping is a waste of time. I'll be back.
Alrighty then. Huh?
Never mind. You won't listen to me.
Fiumara? Is that right? Have to fly to California. Bleh. Not interested. So New Year's resolutions, if you are the type to have New Year's resolutions, what are they, if you don't mind sharing? We don't really. It's just kind of like I said earlier, it's just kind of a time for us to reassess and plan some changes. It's not necessarily a resolution, but just to kind of hope to improve life, which is really the same thing, maybe. And I don't do resolutions, just have a goal to make it through the year no matter what gets slung my way. Amen, sister. DC has amazing history. Ford's Theater. Oh man. I have a lot of places to visit. DC, you needed at least a month to get through all the Smithsonian's. Praying for a better year last year was too much tragedy. Oh. Yeah, we have goals, not resolutions. My goal this year is to prep more spiritual. Amen. Yeah. I've the past week, couple of weeks, has really reminded me how difficult it is to prepare mentally and emotionally and spiritually for the unexpected. Because that really, man, that can throw you a curveball. Our prayers are with you, Anne Marie. My heart is broken for you. Wife speaks 4 languages. She's handy on trips. Good night, Allison. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little while. We appreciate it. Nice to visit. So I'll be back to work in the morning, and I won't be back home until Sunday morning because I took some overtime. But the check will be nice. We're going to add Cheyenne to the prayer list, our oldest daughter, because she's dealing with some personal stuff. So if you keep a prayer list and you wouldn't mind adding Cheyenne, we would appreciate that.
What?
Adding Cheyenne to the prayer list.
Canadian's talking about his wife can speak, what, 4 languages?
Yeah.
I can barely speak English.
That's what Michigan Daffodil just put in the chat. Exactly, word for word.
Sometimes, most days I'm good to get English words out, and English is my first language.
Oh, Appalachian American. See, Cajun American here.
Yeah.
Couillon.
I can speak a little bit of Canadian.
Yeah.
Pasta.
Oh, and what's this all about?
It's oot and a boot.
We're just cutting up. No offense to anyone's culture.
No.
It's just all in fun.
I love the way Sean said oot and a boot and pasta.
Oh, yeah, eh? Forgot about that one.
He'd say that every once in a while. And one day we were on the phone and I was like, B? And then he had to explain.
We say aluminum, but in the UK, if I'm not mistaken, it's aluminium.
Yeah.
Saskatoon, I don't know what that means.
I was still trying to pronounce it.
I don't know what that means.
She could call me names in many languages.
Youpers say, yeah, they do. You know what a Youper is? Someone from the UP.
Okay.
Because they're so far
She
north.
just told me that.
They
Yeah.
might as well be Canadian. They're Southern Canadian.
UK didn't sound like anything like aluminum.
They're right. Oh, Saskatoon is a city. Oh, I thought we were saying cultural words. I didn't know that.
And a berry.
Oh, and a berry?
That's like Monglier.
That's a French.
Yeah.
A French word for groundsel bush.
Good on you, Brett, for knowing that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah. I like learning new cultural
I
different.
enjoy it. Yes. Yeah. I
Different
really do.
cultural things.
Saskatoon berry pie. Are we? This is coming from Canadian. I'm concerned about looking this up.
Yeah, I know. Don't look it up on the live stream. You never know what you're gonna get. What's some other?
Some Cajunese.
Yeah.
There's couillon, which means like somebody who's up to no good.
It's legit, I swear.
Rosen ears? Is that how you say? Is that how you would say that? Rosen is corn.
Why not just call it corn? Corn is so much simpler.
We have long words that are pronounced not how they sound.
We have city, like town names that are absolutely ridiculous.
Like Natchitoches. It's spelled Nacogdoches. And Atchafalaya.
Slang for roasting ears.
Oh.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Rocinators. Ah, Newfies? Gotta be Newfies. What?
We're sitting here trying to pronounce.
Wait.
$100 for 3.
What does that mean, Dawn? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're saying. $100
off for 3 people. So good.
Yeah, I guessed that. I did. Newfies from Newfoundland. Silently, but I did guess that. Airish is breezy. Airish. She's kind of airish sometimes.
And you.
Only when I wake up.
They talk funny.
And when I'm sleeping. And
only when you're breathing.
Well, y'all, I'm going to tell you this story because Cheyenne was little. She was like barely talking. And we were at the McDonald's, Burger King, when they still had like the playground area outside. And it was like 2 or 3 stories worth of playground equipment and like the little tunnels and ball pits and all that stuff. And there were these Spanish speaking kids there. And this was Cheyenne's apparently her first encounter with someone who speaks another language. And we're sitting at the little table. Amy and I just kind of chit chat.
Table at the bottom of it.
And Cheyenne comes to the edge of the tunnel thing at the second story of it, and she goes, "Daddy, these girls are fun, but they talk funny. They say blah blah blah." I was like, Cheyenne, no. It was one of those teaching moments.
It was hilarious, but cute, and she didn't care. That's the whole thing. Like she thought it was funny, but she didn't care. She played with them anyway. You know, she had the time of her life.
Yep.
And couldn't understand a lick of it. But they had the best time. It didn't matter. And that's always been Cheyenne though.
Yeah.
She just goes with whatever.
She's still like just out there. Love it. She has a big personality. And it comes out when she performs, when she sings. My son told a black man that he needed to use sun.
Oh God.
No. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's good. Oh man.
The innocence of children.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to say goodnight.
I know.
I hate to. I'm having so much fun. I really enjoy these visits with you guys. Sherry, yeah. Thank you. Yes, that was funny.
Oh man, kids say the darndest things.
So remember to
there's a few stories with Cheyenne.
Remember to subscribe if you haven't. It's not a necessity for the giveaway, but if you're subscribed, then you definitely won't miss it, especially if you turn on the bell, so that you can be there in the chat, because you'll have to be present in order to win, and I'll talk about all that in the video coming up. But next week we'll be live on Wednesday due to my work schedule.
Oh,
sunscreen. Oh, he saw a Batman toy. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Yep. We appreciate the thumbs ups. Thanks for the reminder, Michigan Daffodil. Well, I'm glad we could be there for you, Emma. Thank you. Thank you for enriching our chat. We always appreciate it. And so
next week will be Wednesday.
Next week will be Wednesday, okay. Yes. And
see, he has to remind me.
So we love you. We're praying for you. I so bad want to just say stay well and safe. That's not my thing.
If you do have a prayer request, feel free to leave it in the chat or contact us on Facebook, email, any of that. And we need to keep Henry in our prayers. I'm not sure what's going on, but he has not been here tonight.
Right.
So I need to check in with him and see.
Henry doesn't normally miss.
Yeah,
So
I know.
hopefully he's just busy, and that would be okay. That's a good excuse. I just don't want anything to be keeping him. I don't want anything wrong with Henry. So, guys, until next week on Wednesday, good night and God bless.
Stay safe, guys. We'll see you next week.